Okay, we're live. The lunch break is over,
Yeah.
and I have a next guest. What's your name and what brings you to JCON?
So I'm Johannes Rabauer, and what brings me to JCON is basically XDev, where I work. We organize large parts of this event, and by that I already have to be at the booth. So I thought, why not just do a talk as well?
So you have boot duty. Did you talk to a lot of people visiting the conference? What's the general interest in Java and what's happening here?
So the basic interest in our booth right now is the commit cards, which we kind of promote. It's just like a giveaway from us, but it's we are trying to give people like a reminder of good code practices, and these are the commit cards. So the way that you use them is you have that stack of cards on your desk, and each time you make a commit or you want to make a commit, you take one card, and it's some code principle that you can apply to your commit, and then you commit, and next time you take the next card, and so on and so forth. And by that, we hope to remind people of these principles.
So, and you become a better developer and a better team member.
Hopefully, yeah.
Is that also what's your talk about?
Yeah, our talk, my talk, is basically about experiences I had in several different projects. What was the problem there and how we solved it, basically. And it's really basic. So like that you should use Git, that you should use some kind of Git workflow as well, that you use issue trackers, wikis, tests, stuff like that. Like really basic, but in our experience as a company, we had it several times that people are still not using any kind of versioning software or like tests. A lot, well, most customers really don't have any tests. So that's really basic, but really important as well.
So what's the most important issue you see? Tests missing, no version control. Are there other ones?
Yeah, it's like a lot of it is with issues and communication in general, how stuff works. So a lot of people are also missing project management, basically. So because a lot of times the systems just grew in the history. They started with one developer, right? And then they grew as a team, and they didn't really know how to handle that. So it's a lot of communication issues because they don't know how to talk to each other, how to delegate stuff as well. So how to create even issues, why create issues. A lot of times you just have to explain why is it useful to have issues, documentation, stuff like that, and tests as well, of course.
I had a chat here yesterday with someone who I always forget names. Sorry, who talked about an education system that they developed here in Germany to track progress of students and help students, and you helped them with that with your company. He was nicely surprised. He worked with Java 20 years ago, and then restarted. He came from Python, I think. How well the language evolved, how easy it was to get started with Quarkus. Is that the general thing you see, that people who start with a Java project nowadays are very happy with what they see, or are they still struggling?
Oh, that's an interesting question, but I can't really answer that because most of the customers who come to us are really already on Java. So we don't have to convince them to use Java, really.
And how do you see the evolutions in Java? Do they really help developers to be more productive?
I definitely think so. So like the Stream API alone, I think it's really helpful to people if they get it, but it's kind of a long way. And also records are something that I think every developer just intuitively uses and likes, because it's such a simple concept, but it really helps with speed as well, right?
Did you have some time to watch some of the other talks?
Not really, just the keynotes. I watched the keynotes, but other than that, I was busy at the booth and talking to people the whole way track, right?
It was mentioned already a few times. The hallway track is the most important one.
It really is. It is really the reason why people come to these conferences, I think, because like Richard said in his keynote as well, people can watch everything on YouTube. There are plenty of sessions and tutorials and stuff like that, but really what people want that go to these conferences is to talk to experts or just basically experiences, right?
So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a speaker and organizing this.
You're most welcome. Thank you for interviewing me.